All right, it's Monday, close to 11:30, and I hope all the moms have an awesome Mother's Day. I'm going to assume that you did. If you didn't, I'm not really sure what to say. So I've been seeing a lot of people, 4 or 5 people on the Victory Store website, private group, and in other places, ask whether or not people have set up an LLC or a sole proprietor. Now, I have both companies, and let me tell you what I've done. For the Sign Ferry business, which is a separate business than my LLC, I opted to go with the sole proprietor, and here's why. All you have to do is go to your local county website, or you could do a search on assumed names or DBA names, sole proprietor, in your on your county webpage, and it's simple. The great part about a sole proprietor is that you can register with the deeds department in your county, and that business name, in my case Sign Ferries, gets aligned with my social security number, and so any revenue that I report from Sign Ferries will be a part of my income, and I'll have to report it on my tax return. Okay, and I think it cost me $25, so I'm good to go. And then you got to set up with the Department of Revenue and get that's another conversation. Anyway, the other option is an LLC. Now, an LLC is a legal entity. It's a partnership, and you could include yourself. You can include anyone else who's investing in your business as an LLC. And here's my understanding of why they're different. So the LLC, you got to pay money to register with the state. And because it's a legal entity and it's a partnership and you've registered it that way, if for whatever reason, fluke reason, somebody, is drunk in the middle of the night and they fall on one of your signs and kills themselves, that homeowner could just sue my business, not sue me personally. Again, disclaimer here, check with an attorney. This is my understanding. I'm pretty sure I know what I'm talking about, but do your due diligence and triple check. So an LLC will protect you from liability because they'll only be able to sue your business and not you specifically. A sole proprietor, because it's connected to your social security number, will sue you. Okay? Now, I've overcome this for my business, from Sign Ferry's business, because I have a hold harmless piece in my invoice that when somebody pays, they default to accepting, and it has language in there speaking to that. So those are the two differences. And if you wanted to do something other than an LLC, then I wouldn't know about that. But I like the sole proprietor for Sign Ferries because the likelihood that I'll need liability insurance is a lot less compared to my other LLC, where it's more of a business or professional services type firm. If I have to sue somebody or somebody sues me because I didn't pay an invoice, they're just going to sue my business, or there's some legal lawsuit that goes on. Having a LLC will protect you from that. But for me personally, at least for right now, I have a sole proprietor, and I set it up with the deeds department in my local county for $25, and I'm good to go. The LLC, when you apply for your LLC and you get it, you're going to get an EIN number. I forget what the EIN number stands for, but it's a number that you put on your company's tax return. So for when you file taxes, they will connect your revenue to that EIN number and say that this organization, ABC organization or LLC, has generated this much income and this is how much money they owe on taxes. So hopefully that clarifies things a little bit. If not, post a couple questions. I'm happy to answer them, and hang tight. I will be putting out sort of like a tips overview on how you can use yard stakes. So I hope that helps. Have a great day.